Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Tonight's episode of WWE SmackDown will witness Tiffany Stratton defend her WWE Women's Championship against Bayley. Last week, Bayley wrestled in a fatal four-way match and won the right to become Stratton's first challenger. While there is plenty of excitement about the match between Stratton and Bayley, there is a chance WWE CCO Triple H may have already spoiled the result of this encounter. In this article, we will look at what makes it seem like the game has spoiled the result. It's not even been a month since Tiffany Stratton won the Women's Championship. That's how new her reign as champion is. Hence, it's hard to see Triple H booking Stratton to lose the title so soon, given the potential she has and the faith the promotion has in her. Also, assuming the game books Stratton to lose the belt, it would look bad on her, and she would also lose momentum. This scenario would turn out to be a blunder, and a Stamford-based promotion would surely want to avoid it. Tiffany Stratton became the WWE Women's Champion by betraying Nia Jax. Then why would Jax not cost Stratton the title? Simple. It's because, knowing Jax, she would want to take her revenge on Stratton and win back the title she lost to the 25-year-old. That's the reason Jax, along with someone like Candice LeRae, could come out and attack both Bayley and Tiffany Stratton. In such a scenario, even though Stratton will have to face Jax and LeRae's wrath, she will still leave the arena as a champion. If you missed this week's episode of NXT, here is a spoiler: Bayley made an appearance on the developmental brand. During this appearance, she had an interaction with Roxanne Perez, who lost the NXT Women's Championship to Julia. Last week, the interaction between Bayley and Perez was hostile, to say the least. Therefore, tonight on SmackDown, it won't be surprising to see Perez make an appearance and rob Bayley of her chance of becoming WWE Women's Champion for the second time. While there are many possibilities, it will be interesting to tune in and see what happens when Tiffany Stratton defends her belt against Bayley. Going into the match, it's worth knowing that Stratton has never beaten Bayley in her career. Wrestling fans are no strangers to surprises and shocking moments, as they make up the very core of what WWE offers every week. However, sometimes these surprises may not come in the form of a dramatic storyline twist or a shocking heel turn. Sometimes they come from the most unlikely places, like a comment made by the company's chief content officer, Triple H, on tonight's episode of WWE SmackDown. Fans are eagerly awaiting a match that promises to deliver high stakes: Tiffany Stratton versus Bayley. The match is one that has generated significant buzz due to both the potential of the competitors and the underlying storylines surrounding their rivalry. But it seems like Triple H may have already let the cat out of the bag, and in doing so, inadvertently spoiled the outcome of this highly anticipated contest. The build-up to Tiffany Stratton versus Bayley. Before diving into the theory behind the potential spoiler, let's first examine the circumstances surrounding the match itself. Tiffany Stratton, the current NXT Women's Champion, has been making waves on WWE's main roster. Her combination of athleticism, charisma, and undeniable presence in the ring has seen her quickly gain a reputation as one of the brightest young stars in WWE. On the other side of the equation is Bayley, a seasoned WWE veteran with years of experience in the ring and a knack for storytelling. As a former WWE SmackDown Women's Champion and one of the main figures in the Four Horsewomen faction, Bayley is no stranger to high-stakes matches and the pressure that comes with them. This match between Stratton and Bayley has been positioned as a clash between the future and the present. Stratton's rapid ascent in WWE's women's division is in contrast to Bayley's established legacy as one of the top female wrestlers in WWE history. The storyline leading up to this contest has been built around Bayley's challenge to Stratton's success, with Bayley dismissing Stratton as a rookie while Stratton, in turn, sees Bayley as a roadblock standing in the way of her continued growth. The rivalry has been driven by the generational divide between the two stars, with each competitor seeing the match as an opportunity to prove their dominance. As fans, we expect the match to be an exciting affair, with plenty of drama, and perhaps a few twists along the way. However, the excitement may have been slightly tempered by a comment made by Triple H on social media just days before the event. Triple H's comment, a potential spoiler. Triple H, known for his role behind the scenes and as a key architect of WWE's ongoing creative direction, is no stranger to making comments that tease or hint at future storylines. Whether it's a cryptic social media post, an in-ring segment, or an offhand remark during an interview, Triple H has often used his platform to drop subtle hints about upcoming events. And while many of these comments are vague enough to leave fans guessing, there are moments when the game's words may have inadvertently given away too much information. In a recent social media post, Triple H made an interesting comment about the future of WWE, specifically alluding to the rise of young talent in the women's division. In his post, he singled out Tiffany Stratton, praising her for her impressive growth and potential. He went on to say that the future is bright for Stratton and that the sky is the limit for the young champion. While it is not uncommon for Triple H to support and endorse up-and-coming talent, the timing of his post raised eyebrows. This comment came just days before the highly anticipated match between Stratton and Bayley, and many fans began to wonder whether Triple H's praise for Stratton was an inadvertent signal that the young star would come out on top in her showdown with Bayley. At first glance, this may seem like a minor comment that shouldn't hold much weight in terms of predicting the outcome of the match. After all, Triple H is known for promoting talent, and it is certainly possible that he was simply showing appreciation for Stratton's hard work and dedication. However, when viewed in the context of WWE's storytelling approach, Triple H's words could be interpreted as a sign that Stratton is being positioned for a big win. WWE has long used social media as a tool for promoting matches and teasing storylines, and Triple H's endorsement of Stratton could be seen as a subtle way of foreshadowing her victory. Moreover, Triple H's comment about the future of WWE is particularly intriguing. Given his position as one of the key decision-makers in WWE, it stands to reason that he would be heavily involved in crafting the company's direction for the next generation of stars. By singling out Stratton in this way, it's possible that Triple H was signaling that the company's focus is shifting toward younger talent, with Stratton being one of the central figures in that future. The significance of a Stratton win. If Triple H's praise for Stratton does indeed point to her victory over Bayley, what does this mean for both women in the context of WWE's broader narrative? First, a win for Stratton would solidify her position as one of the top stars in WWE's women's division, particularly as a representative of the next generation. Given how much WWE has invested in building up Stratton, a victory over a seasoned veteran like Bayley would serve as a major endorsement of her potential. It would also elevate her status as a champion, potentially positioning her as a future contender for other high-profile titles on the main roster. For Bayley, a loss to Stratton could have significant implications for her character. Bayley has been a key player in WWE's women's division for years, but as of late, her role has shifted more toward being a veteran gatekeeper for younger talent. If she were to lose to Stratton, it could further emphasize Bayley's role as a mentor or antagonist for the younger generation, as she would have been outmatched by someone she once dismissed as an up-and-comer. While this type of character progression could ultimately benefit Bayley in the long term, allowing her to evolve into a more prominent heel figure, it would likely be seen as a setback for her in the short term. On the other hand, should Bayley manage to pull off the win, it would serve as a statement that experience still has value in WWE's women's division. While Stratton has been on the rise, a victory for Bayley would prove that veteran talent still has a place at the top of the card. It would also inject some much-needed momentum into Bayley's character, especially after her recent struggles to reclaim the SmackDown Women's Championship. However, if we consider Triple H's role in shaping WWE's future, a win for Stratton seems more likely, especially given the current focus on youth and talent development. Triple H has often made it clear that he wants to ensure WWE remains forward-thinking, and a victory for Stratton would align with that vision. In this sense, Triple H's comments may not have just been a passing compliment, they may have been an intentional piece of the puzzle in WWE's ongoing creative direction. The impact of social media in spoiling wrestling. Triple H's potential spoiler is part of a larger trend within professional wrestling. In the modern era, social media plays an increasingly important role in shaping storylines and providing insight into behind-the-scenes happenings. While wrestling has always been built around the concept of kayfabe, the illusion of real competition, social media has made it more difficult to maintain this illusion. Fans are constantly connected to the stars and the business itself, and the lines between scripted reality and actual reality are becoming more blurred by the day. WWE, in particular, has embraced social media as a tool for storytelling, but this can sometimes lead to unintended spoilers. In the past, WWE has relied on TV broadcasts and live events to control the narrative, but in today's digital age, a single tweet or Instagram post can shift the entire course of a storyline. Triple H's comment about Stratton is just one example of how social media can inadvertently reveal information that fans might not have otherwise known. This growing reliance on social media in wrestling storytelling has led to a new kind of engagement with fans. On the one hand, fans are more informed than ever before, with constant access to news, interviews, and behind-the-scenes glimpses into the world of WWE. On the other hand, this constant flow of information can sometimes spoil the surprise elements that wrestling fans traditionally rely on. Conclusion: did Triple H spoil the result? Ultimately, it's impossible to say for certain whether Triple H's comment was an intentional spoiler or simply an expression of praise for a talent he believes in. However, given the timing of his post and the context surrounding the match between Tiffany Stratton and Bayley, it's certainly plausible that his words were meant to signal Stratton's eventual victory. If that is indeed the case, it would further highlight WWE's focus on youth and the rise of new stars within the women's division, as well as the company's belief in Stratton as a future cornerstone of the brand. Whether or not Triple H has truly spoiled the outcome of tonight's match, one thing is clear: the rivalry between Tiffany Stratton and Bayley is just one example of WWE's ongoing commitment to creating compelling, multi-layered storylines that keep fans guessing. And regardless of the result, both Stratton and Bayley will continue to play crucial roles in shaping the future of WWE. As for Triple H, he will likely continue to drop hints and comments, and fans will continue to analyze every word to figure out what's coming next. That's all part of the fun of being a WWE fan in the modern era. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.